Alright guys, welcome back. It's been a few days since I have done a video. It's been busy actually. I've been wanting to get more pocket content. Actually, the pocket content has been doing extremely well for the channel, but Hearthstone has a new expansion now, so if I want to switch gears, plus we have a new card coming out for Marvel Snap, so a lot of new videos are going to be coming out in the next few days. There's a new event, as you all know, the Warcraft Direct is happening, so it'd be interesting to see what information we get for Hearthstone, Warcraft Rumble, etc. And of course, the main game, World of Warcraft. Are we ever going to get a new RTS in the series? That's the question. But anyways, right now we have a new... Oh man, these events in these games are overwhelming. I mean, I got Dead by Daylight. I got Hunt Showdown. I have... like Marvel Snap and Pokemon, and it's like World of War, and then Hearthstone, of course, too. It's like so many events, it's kind of hard to keep up with them all, right? But anyways, right now, Warcraft Anniversary is happening, so I was going to do a Druid deck, but since this requires here to summon or play Shaman cards 125 times, insane. And then this one, the only thing is just, what do they mean here? Warcraft Rumble cards count twice. Where are the Warcraft Rumble, decks? I mean, cards. I don't know if there's any in here. I don't know. I'll have to look up to see. But anyway, so you get Champions as Azeroth. You have a 4-mana. It's a uncraftable epic, so that's kind of cool that you get that for free. Choose Alliance or Horde. Get 2 copies of their legendary champions and reduce their cost by 2. So very cool. Then you also get the gold version, which is awesome. And then this is one of the best card backs in the game. 2004 when World of Warcraft first came out, and then 2024, the 20-year anniversary of World of Warcraft. And a little information. I'm pretty sure I've covered this in several videos on this channel. I'm a big MMO fan. I loved EverQuest. I played EverQuest 2. Warhammer. There was a Warhammer MMO that unfortunately died. I thought it was pretty good. I played Dark Age of Camelot, which is still around today. You can still play it. Really good game back in the day. Guild Wars 2. I'm actually looking forward to Guild Wars 3. New World, stuff like that. There was that Wildstar, which unfortunately died. Knights of the Old Republic. KOTOR, one of my favorite MMOs. Heavily story-driven. But anyways, World of Warcraft, I remember the long wait for just getting into the closed betas and open betas back in the day, and now it's unbelievable 20 years later how time flies, and then you get this awesome Hagar warrior skin, which is awesome. This alone makes it worth playing. But anyways, so since we have to play Shaman, luckily I have a couple of decks for this new expansion. The Mage, this is the current top tier for Mage. This is one of the Elemental Shamans, and then this Druid deck, we will be playing this. They've updated it because the nerf to, what was it called? The Dollmaster, you can't pull it with Oaken Summons anymore because it's a 5 cost. So now it's changed. It does the these defense crystals, which is 4 drops, which gets your starships going, which is really cool. This deck's a lot of fun. You could get so much armor, tempo, etc., etc. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. But anyways, this is the Elementals deck that we will be playing. This is the top performing one. The other one has a little bit different, has that awesome legendary in it that doubles all your stats for Elementals. But anyways, here it is. It's pretty cool. This one has the Saloon Brewmaster, which you can obviously bump some cards. You probably would want to do that with the Lamplighters because they potentially could do stealth KOs, removal, etc., all that kind of jazz. And see, like it has this, which is kind of interesting. He is an elemental himself, so he doesn't break the synergy. The only card that really breaks the synergy, you have to be careful, is this individual. She could potentially mess up your chain of elementals requirements. So you got to be mindful of that. I mean, I guess if you're desperate for turn 5, but most of the time this deck, she's an excellent 6 play because you could do that with like maybe a Firefly, save one of those or one of your 1-drops. So that way you don't break the chain, because once you do, these Lamplighters go from, let's say, 7 damage back to 1. So that's horrible, and you don't want to do that as well for him, because this one is a very good card that could clear boards, etc. All right, so let's go ahead and play. And we'll see. So yeah, it's kind of good that there's a new expansion. I didn't buy any of those, stuff, so I need a bundle pre-order, so I don't have all that many good cards like legendaries, so it's good. I'm able to play some decks. Some of these top meta decks didn't change drastically, which is kind of sad. I wish each expansion was more impactful, but it is what it is. But a lot of lists did add some of the new cards. Well, we definitely want any of this. Well, maybe Rolling Stones. I mean, it is at least a 2. But we definitely don't want those. We want our perfect. This is exactly what we need. A nice 1-drop, Rolling Stone for possibly 2, or the other one. It depends. We'll see. Okay, the Lamplighter. Let's see what kind of card we get. Okay, card draw. We're definitely not playing that though. At least not on curve, because we don't want... all right, so we have a couple of them. Obviously, this goes through the dome. We could do this random elemental. We could also do this. The problem is this is a 2/2 unless we get more 1-drop. So I do like to get it on board because it is a 3/3. So, you know, it can trade pretty well, pretty much into any of its early game. And, you know, it's 3 to the face if need be. Oh, do they have an answer? Yeah, they do. Hey, they required the coin and an extra asset to do it. It's all good. It's not that bad. All right, so we definitely going off curve a bit. So obviously that goes to the dome. Let's see if we get anything. Okay, disrupt to any fire spells or elementals are drawn. Okay, so that's actually not bad. This is a mage card. It's actually not bad synergy for us because it should draw us 3 cards. Should. I mean, there is that homegirl in it, the Bane of Music. I mean, if we lose that, it's okay, but I kind of don't want to. All right, so next turn we have some options. I don't really want to overload because we want to get our Living Prairie. Okay. So, we have options here. We're not, do we ever trade there? We could do this. I kind of like just this. We could have done this, but we don't really need that much card. Oh, this is actually really good for next turn. Do we ever trade here, guys? We just put pressure. With this deck, you try to trade when you're obviously favorable if you have to. Other than that, you do as much pressure as you can, because between him and the lamp lighters, you could really... Oh, this looks like it's a control deck. You could really do a lot of surprise. Okay, well, we don't care about that because we don't really have that many spells, right? So, we have a lot of things. We could do 5 that just obliterates their board, gets a lot of tempo. We could do this, which the 2 cows can trade into that, but I don't really like that. I think we just do this, get that a little bit extra damage, get a big threat on board, and just start hitting our opponent in the dome. And it's a 7/7. It's they're at 5 mana. I don't know. They probably have removal if they're a control deck. But anyways, yeah, these Shaman decks are pretty cool. And I like elemental decks. I used to love playing elemental decks back when elemental decks weren't... Wow, okay, well, I'm thinking of if we had a bounce synergy. All right, so we could clear one of these out pretty easily. We have this, which doesn't really give us a lot of good trades, unfortunately. Let's see. First we have to do this. Oh man, this is so bad with trading though. We have to do this. I would love to do this, but I'd rather not. So we do this, we do this, we do this. We get a little bit better clean. Unfortunately, a lot of our resources did go into cleaning their board. Yeah. I don't know if we could beat a control deck. This deck, tends to... Alright, so that's okay. That's okay. They're using their turn basically to clear a lot of resources. It's interesting that they did that. Alright, so... We could draw... We do have some spells in the deck, but not that many. Good. Good. Ooh, really, really good. Good. Let's do this. Do we overextend here, guys? And he's kind of hovering over this card. We could develop the 8/8. What are the chances of them having it, though? What turn 7 play do they have that could possibly clear this board? And plus, we're at 8 damage. So if any of these connect, we have lethal. I don't really like overextending, but we're going to do it. If he has removal, he has removal. As long as one of them survives, we're good. And besides, we could play another card and get a good amount of damage. Oh, okay, that's unfortunate. Alright, so let's look at what we could do here. Obviously, we trade. Oh, he's just dead, right? And this is what's the beauty of this deck. Just this little surprise lethals out of nowhere in there. Even with that nice, good amount of extra healing, that, 10 extra healing, it just wasn't enough. Yeah, really cool deck. Oh, wow. Well, here, let's look at the status again here real quick. Well, we're nowhere near close to... No, so this isn't going to be too bad to complete, obviously, but this Warcraft Rumble, I'm curious. You're very curious to see what that means. All right, hold on one second, guys. I might need to actually get going. How much? It's not too bad. So here, let's do this. I know it's one game, very short video. We'll definitely be covering more Elemental Shaman in the very near future. Let's look at the other deck I wanted to play. So the biggest difference is it has her, which I guess, I don't know, she's kind of off the drop. She was in the top performing list, now she's not. Of course, the meta and stuff always changes. So Taunt, Death Rattle, double the stats of all your elementals in your hand and deck. So she's very powerful effect. If it was a battle cry, I guarantee she would auto-include in all these elemental decks. But anyway, so it's basically pretty much the same thing. Very, very, I think, different differences and stuff like that. Yeah, so yeah, she's in it compared to the one I just have. Oh, of course, I'll put this in the description. Just as a brewmaster for like sneaky stuff like the lamplighters and maybe bringing Scar back, stuff like that. Yeah, really cool. We'll definitely be playing that. But we will be featuring this deck in the very, very near future. I can't wait for it. You guys know I'm a Druid main. Love the Druid. And this just does a lot of great things. This Stargazer, though, man, this is such a great card. Especially with it pulling back with some of your tricks that, like in this deck, to be able to resummon and stuff like that. So it's good with hydration stations. So powerful with these taunts in the deck. So yeah, Thunderbringer, I like this card because it, again, just big tempo, big swings and stuff like that. And if your opponent can't handle it, they lose. And this deck can get so much, what's it called, armor, which is really good. It doesn't have the legendary though. Let me look. Let me look at the legendaries for the Druid. I haven't seen any decks with this. If you're building a starship, get 3 different arcane spells and Druid. I don't see why this. I mean, maybe it's not that good. I don't know. This one here though, 5 mana, 6/5. Each turn this is in your hand, gain 2 random. Man, I don't know why this isn't being seen played. This could potentially be a really good card, right? Or really good effect potentially. Final Frontier, I don't have that, unfortunately. Discover a 10 cost minion from the past at its cost to 1. Interesting. I love the star kind of map thing. So interesting, yeah. So we'll see what other... Ooh, look at this. Cost. Yeah, I didn't do any like reviews or stuff like this for this new set. Summon 2/3 elementals with taunt. If your board is full, give them your minions +1/+1. So, that's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of interesting card. It's not seen play right now. Maybe a token druid thing could be a thing. But anyways, yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that. And then we'll also play the elemental mage, which is a really good deck right now. Yeah, so I like seeing these elemental decks finally getting the respect or the attention that they never really got before. I mean, the Elemental Shaman was a thing for a while, like a year or two ago, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, we'll do some more of this Shaman Druids next. Of course, Rev and I are going to record a Marvel Snap session with my new deck I built for Ronin Master Mold with a new card. So yeah, it's some sneaky stuff. Anyways, guys, I appreciate your time, and I'll see you soon. Bye.